Back of the book.
Specifically.
Look at the cover. Look at the back cover. See that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if all people were yogis, I bet Dennis Kucinich would be president.
Dennis Kucinich?
He'd be president with all yogis. I mean, I'm happy with the president, and I think he's going to be a good negotiator, and he's going to represent all of America in this season coming up. I'm hopeful for that, but I just think that a Department of Peace and all those things that he talked about. Kucinich.
The point I'm not making very well is that what you have done seems so unattainable to regular people. I'm sure it does. And if you can make it accessible through this, God bless you, Or if Trump can, I mean, there's some of Trump's books. It's practical common sense, like Warren Buffett. That's a smart guy.
Yeah.
There's old dude out there and wherever the hell he is.
Yeah.
But although I do predict at some point, as we all get older, at some point, he's not going to make any sense anymore.
I'm already at that point.
But people still going to think, hey, did you hear what Warren said? And it will be nonsense.
They're still doing it now with me. You're right about that.
But so we all want to be what you guys are, and it seems.
Well, this book is not. Listen, this book is. Many people want to be rich, so the title of the book is a bit misleading.
Yeah, if you have it all,
the byproduct of this work is that you are more productive, and of course you become more attractive, and it's the core of the secret. That is the secret behind the secret.
Yeah.
And so that book is really about looking inside and finding strength. And looking inside, for the one thing everybody's seeking is happiness. And you can't find it anywhere but inside. So this is a how-to book, as opposed to the last book was a philosophical book. It was a great bestseller. This book is infinitely better for what I know that people are looking for is happiness. And this book is really about the process of becoming more of a happy, good giver. And good givers, again, the result, great getters.
In my own experience, not that it's about me, but I'm not afraid of living, and I'm not afraid of dying. But I am afraid that I'm going to go 2 or 3 minutes without talking about myself. So let me just say, having said that, the most gratification I've gotten out of my life, and I've done some things I should have done and some I shouldn't. My wife and I is spending our time. We spend the day in and day out 4 months a year with kids with cancer is giving.
And know that.
And you are absolutely right about that. So
that's it.
So to get that message to people, though, it isn't just writing a check.
No. Follow the money. Look at it.
It's putting in the time.
And put in the time. Some people, they write checks and they don't know where they go, but they don't really do due diligence on the charities or they're not part of the efforts. I mean, I run one of the organizations I run, which I find very gratifying because it's growing so quickly. They're all different, but this particular one, I have these imams and rabbis having dialogue around the world. And I'm chairman of the Foundation for Ethnic Understanding. And Rabbi Mark Sneyer, who is the chairman of the World Jewish Congress, is my president. And we started this dialogue, and no one liked the idea. It was between imams and rabbis. And it was like, and one guy who's a big philanthropist, Jewish guy, says, well, he's not really like a rabbi. He's more like a Buddhist monk. I said, no, this is the most Jewish thing you can do is to fight Islamophobia. And Mark was just hosting a Islamophobic conference in Qatar, and he's a rabbi. And the work that they're doing, in France we have 100 programs where imams speak to rabbis.
That's pretty cool.
And they have these twinning programs with the congregation. And it's happening all over the world. And it's growing, and it's become, and then the imams are coming out and fighting anti-Semitism.
That was a good idea.
Yes, it was my idea.
Good idea. My wife asked me last night, she said of the hundreds of millions of dollars that Bill Clinton and George Bush raised for the people in Haiti, where's that money?
Oh, I don't know.
Where is the money?
I don't know. I know some of it is at work and some of it might not be. I've heard some pretty sad stories regarding the way the money's being
hundreds of millions of dollars.
Yeah, and people are suffering.
All these show business people want to do these answer phones and these telephones, but you got to go there and put in the time, because if you don't go there and put in the time, then you don't know what happens to the money. You can't go to Hamptons, you can't go to St. Bart's, you got to go there.
Well, sometimes you can say, like you have a friend, like Donna Karen was building these tents, and she said, this money will go directly to this.
No.
And you got to trust that her work in some cases, or some of the other people who are doing like smart, low, close to the ground work, are delivering on their promises. You know, and you can, you can check and, read, their information, but sometimes you can just do the due diligence. You may not have to go to Haiti. I have a school in Africa that we give money to. I know that they have free education there and free college education, and they're TM guys too.
Gotta go look.
I've been there many times, but
I'm sure you do.
But and someone tells me
gotta go look.
People gotta look, and they gotta also somehow, it has to be an honest engagement, and I think that means the due diligence and have to, if you're a philanthropist, have a team that does that due diligence if you're not doing it all yourself.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. I hope your book does well, even though you're not going to make any money from it. It'll help a lot of people. So.
Well,
You got enough money.
I got enough money. The book Super Rich is about empowering people, and I really believe that this book, and I've already gotten responses that this book really means a lot to a lot of people, and people who are looking for strength to take control of their lives will really find this beneficial.
Go to Amazon.com or BarnesandNoble.com. You can buy it this morning. Super Rich.